Welcome, this is the Jeremy Leno Show. My name is Jeremy Leno, and our story today is about women's rights. Tonight, our first guest is Jane Mary. So, how is life for women these days?
Well, I believe that women don't have many rights, and we're always set up to a standard that can never be met. So men are always looking down on us.
Success in business comes down to one word.
Mr. Jensen? Bob? Bob! Stay with me! Bob, come on now!
Henderson? Success in business comes down to one word.
It'll get your pulse going. The 348 horsepower Genesis Coupe R-Spec from Hyundai.
And welcome back. So Jane, did you have any past experiences with men limiting your rights?
Well, there was that one time.
Jane, you're really sick. You need to stay in bed. You'll get better.
Why can't I get out of bed?
Because you're really weak, and we need to make sure you need to stay in bed all day and rest.
Well, can I read and write?
Of course you can't read and write.
But why?
Because you're female. And females are really weak, you know? I'm a doctor, trust me.
But John!
Did any of these past experiences ever drive you insane?
Well, at first I was able to deal with it for a little while, but then after, I just started to lose it and I felt myself going insane.
Jane. Jane. Doing?
Now let's give a big round of applause for Jane Mary.
Che cosa guardi, eh? Che cosa guardi? Mi stai spogliando con gli occhi? Poverino. Non puoi farne a meno. Ti batte il cuore. Ti gira la testa. Sei persa pensando che sarò tua per sempre. The Fiat 500 Abarth. You'll never forget the first time you see one.
Welcome back. Now our next guest is Mr. Mallard. So Mr. Mallard, how is your relationship with your wife?
It's good. It's pretty good.
How do you feel about causing your wife's death?
I feel really bad, you know. We spent a lot of time together. It's just hard without her being here.
It's okay. It's okay. How is living now now that your wife is gone?
So hard, you know. There's no one to play with.
Welcome back. As I was saying, how is life now that your wife is gone?
Well, you know, now that my wife is gone, things are really tough. You know, there's no one to clean the house when I'm gone. There's no one to make me dinner. No one to do the housework around the home. It's hard.
Must be.
Yeah.
Since your wife passed away, do you sympathize for all the hardworking women out there?
Yeah, I sympathize with them a lot because My wife, she was a very hard worker, and I've been doing what she's been doing for about a week now, and it's really driving me insane. It's hard. I really miss her.
Thank you for joining our show, and please give a round for Mr. Mallard.
Samsung Galaxy S3. Designed for humans.
Alright, welcome back. We have our last guest, London Keys. Hi, London.
Hey.
So, we were all wondering, how do you live up to the standards that men put you to?
Well, around the house, I just put my heart to everything I do, you know. Clean the dishes as cleanly as I can. Fold the clothes, do the laundry. Make sure everything's spotless, you know.
Yes, yes. And if males try to restrict you, what do you do?
If they try to restrict me, I just do what I can. I do what I can the best, you know. Whatever they let me do, I achieve the most out of it.
Do you ever want a job for yourself or anything?
Maybe in the future, when women have more rights, I'll be the best woman out there.
So until then, are you trying maybe like to do a civil rights movement or anything?
Yeah, I just joined a civil rights movement recently with my friend. We started some petitions and boycotting.
Ah, I see. Well, was there any past experiences where you were maybe abused of any sort?
Yeah, I was abused, but I'm used to it now.
I see, I see. Are you married?
Yeah, I'm married.
Any kids?
Yeah, I have 5 kids.
Are all 5 of your children females?
Yeah, I have 5 children and they're all girls. There's Anne, Marie, Rosie, Isabel, and Rose.
Well, what do you expect from them in the future?
Well, since I'm the role model for the perfect housewoman, I expect them to be the best woman they possibly can and cater to their husband as well as possible.
What do you think about the women's rights protests?
Well, for the women's rights protests, I believe that all women should be in it because the equality that men have to women is not equal right now, and I believe that all humans were built the same and should have fair treatment, and that women can do anything that men are able to do.
So, alright, how do you think women's rights can be improved around the world?
Well, if all the women around the world stick together and create a pact without breaking up, hopefully we can bring the government into the situation, and hopefully they'll do something about it.
I see. So, do you think you'd be in any of these protests?
Of course, I'd want the highest position possible because I feel that I can lead other women into believing in themselves and proving that we are as equal as men.
And you would also like your children to be in this protest as well?
Of course, I'd bring my children into this protest as long as they're old enough and mature enough to understand the equality that men and women deserve.
So how would you deal with people who are against women's rights?
Well, obviously we'd use non-violence movements and stay away from all the violence.
Alright. Well, that's all for today. So, thank you for having
Okay,
me
thank you.
here. You're welcome.
Jane.
feel the pressure. Yeah, I feel the pressure.
Jane.
When I'm the one who speaks in the voice of my ancestors. And the homies out on Western are saying to represent us. So I'm forever tatted. Fuck a temporary henna. It's a privilege to pursue my happiness cause my crew got a list of things to do before dreaming about the future. Running the family business, handling father's sickness, all the sacrifices given. I'm doing this all for you. It's a letter to my homies. You will never have to owe me. Buying bottles, karaoke with a couple model homies. Fucked up holy stuffing you. Your wrist will have a rollie. Trying to write a happy ending to this story. I guess this is a going away letter. I ain't coming back to town till I'm doing like way better. Don't be offended when phone calls go to voicemail. The flight attendant asked me to turn it off. That's real. I'm bringing gold to my city. Who's with me? Gold watching.